Hello everyone, this is User1, and look at the day today. Today or yesterday, I'm not too sure when I'll upload this video, but for me, today, it's the Memorial Day. It's the day 9/11. Now personally, I was born in 1998, which means I was 3 years old when 9/11 happened, and I don't really have too much to relate to it. I grew up in Eastern Europe. I mean, there's a what's it called? A statue, memorial statue in Moscow, I believe. Yeah, even Russia, even Putin pulled up a statue in memory of 9/11, which, you know, is touching. It really shows that 9/11 is not only an American event, it's the event that hit the whole world. From the stories I read, it looked like it hit almost everyone. It looked like, yeah. Right, gonna check it out. I just joined the game, so I'm not sure what's happening really. I just wanna drive up here. Civilian parking here. Okay, so I'm supposed to park here. Okay. Wow, look at this. There's no parking spaces. Gonna park here. Right. Vroom. Hope you record this event. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna come to this event and not record it? Of course I'm gonna record it. This event happens, well, pretty rarely. Once a year. It's a annual event when we come together to remember what was the awful tragedy that has concerned a lot of innocent people. I've read into the background of Al Qaeda and, well, the terrorist organization that was behind 9/11, and yeah, this whole situation is completely, you know, weird. It's weird, man. It's just, well, first of all, I'm not, I'm, I'm against innocent people dying in general. I'm just against it. There's no way, no other way to put it. Innocent people should not die, in my opinion. Even if there's criminals, they should be put to justice instead of dying. I'm even against death penalty. But when innocent people die like that, that's just disgusting. There's no other explanation for it. It's just disgusting. We shouldn't be like sprinting. Parking lot is for high command only. Park on the road if you are not high command. Wow, this is really special. There's so many, everyone has gathered around. The whole 600, the server is full. There's only 600 slots. I think one is reserved for an admin or something. Because, yeah, this server is right now completely full. I was actually lucky, I guess, to join in. Yeah, wow. Thank God I got lucky with joining the server. Okay, so yeah, looks like we are all going to be walking in here. Right, I'm going to change my walk style to this more, you know, respectable one. The right, because this is a memorial event in honor of all the people that died on 9/11, which is, I believe, well, all the passengers on the two planes that hit the building, about thousands of people that were working at the buildings, and I believe also there was another plane. There was three planes, actually four planes. Yeah, there were four planes. The third one struck the Pentagon, and there was also another plane that was going to strike, I believe, the Pentagon again, but the civilians on that plane, they stood up, they fought the terrorists, and the plane was taken down, or something like that. I think what happened was, I don't actually remember. I watched them a while ago. I watched like these documentaries a while ago. I think the civilians stood up against the terrorists, but then also the planes got shot down by the air force that finally like sprung in. There's no way to see anything. I'm just kind of talk Nix. There you go. I can, okay, toggle B as well. Uh, tog Toggle B. How do I hide B? B toggle. Help me how to toggle /B. I forgot how to do it on LSRP. Maybe just toggle B. Toggle C. Oh, thank you. Okay, thank goodness. There's not much I want to say here, it's just that it was a horrible event. And I think people should remember it. It's a very recent event, it happened 15 years ago. It's not that long ago. And it's a very shocking event. It's to remind us to not take life for granted, that it can be taken away from us for whatever reason. There's 7 billion people on this planet, and if one of them decides to kill you, they will. So this is why we gotta live in peace. This is why we have to live in peace, especially now when we have access to all these weapons of mass destruction, and just anything can be used as a weapon. This technological process is happening so fast now that we are not always prepared for everything. Thank you. Alright. I don't really have much to say. I have not experienced the grief that many people have. But now we're going to listen to Jesse Styles with his speech. Good evening, and thank you for coming. I believe this is this the mayor? I'm not 100% sure. They re-elected the mayor obviously because Frank Warren got a sentence for being corrupt or something. Is that cop just camping me? Is there someone really shouting Bush did 9/11? I hope administration will start banning those people. Because it's not funny. I don't think anyone goes on 9/11 memorials and shouts something like that. I have not, like I said, I was 3 years old when it happened. I didn't experience that. I wasn't in America when I was 3 years old, and I didn't see the towers fall down. Nor did I have any relatives in the World Trade Center during those events. But I understand that there was a tragedy where innocent people died. And to this day, there's people experiencing grief from that situation, and I gotta be respectful. Don't be out of... I thought I toggled out of character. I block B. All. Oh well. Sorry, I'll legit. Okay, that's all I wanted. Thank goodness you got kicked. Right. That day changed our nation forever. On September 11th, 2001, terrorists attacked our nation. Hundreds of thousands of lives were lost that morning. Not hundreds of thousands, just about 8,000 people. Just just a thing there. I looked it up. It was 8,000 people, something along those lines. It wasn't hundreds of thousands of people. Just saying. But nevertheless, maybe I should PM him. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just gonna let it go. But we must always look back on the legacy that over 3,000. Wait, what? Over 3,000. That's not hundreds of thousands, but okay. Okay, this is a very important event. Why am I laughing? This is inappropriate, Alexei. But we must always look back on the legacy that the over 3,000 who died that morning. Now, this is roleplay, so we're talking about a real life event. So this concerns me, because this happened in the real life. This is where roleplay was kind of intervened with real world for me. We must not forget the sacrifices our troops have made and the contributions of our men and women. So, oh yes, I'm an idiot, right? So when he said hundreds of thousands of men lost their lives, it's because after 9/11, I believe they invaded Afghanistan to take down Al Qaeda and kill Mohammed bin Laden. That's it. Or was it Osama bin Laden? I think it was Osama bin Laden. Yeah, my bad. I will quote President Obama. How we conduct ourselves as individuals and as a nation, we have the opportunity, each and every one of us, each and every day, to live up to the sacrifice of the heroes we lost. That's a good quote. I like that. I don't think I heard it. From the mothers who dropped their children off at school that morning, to the Marines taking Fallujah early in the war. On terror, we will never forget. Now, like I said, I am from Eastern Europe. This does not really, you know, relate to me as much as it does to New Yorkers who lived 15 years ago in New York. It just does not. I can never feel the pain that they have suffered 15 years ago, and there's no way I can relate to them on their level. But I tried so. I really do. I'm glad that all people who miss you slash P are getting kicked, especially at this event. It's an event where you have to respect the people who really died, the people who, innocent people, who never signed up to be killed. It's just disgusting. Some of those people, they had to kill themselves because of the smoke coming from the bottom floors. Can you think about that? What would you basically given a choice of how you die. A quick painful death, falling from a high-rise building, or do you suffocate in the smoke slowly and then burn to death? Sounds terrifying. sounds completely terrifying, and I cannot think for 1 second how could I ever understand what that feeling was without actually experiencing it myself. Right. Turn your phone off. Have some respect for people. Seriously, turn your phone off. Who is their phone ringing? Oh my god. Someone has a name Kitty. What kind of name is that? It's not a real name. Please turn your phone off. Okay, there you go.
Slow it down, man.
Mr. Governor, esteemed executives, honored public servants and dear guests.
I'm close to the edge, man. Are you drunk?
I'm vainglorious to stand before you today as we remember those who lost their lives during the tragic attacks on, I believe, 9/11.
Please.
11th of September 2001. It is important that instead of dwelling over the fact, that we instead celebrate the lives of those lost. That's an interesting way to put it. That we celebrate the lives of those lost. Like celebrate to make those who lost their lives happy. I guess like that wouldn't be official. I don't really understand that quote. Understand the importance. Celebrate the lives of those we lost. That's a weird. Anyway. Celebrate the lives of countless innocents sitting in the towers. Celebrate the life of the clueless, unsuspecting passengers sitting on a plane. Seems confused. We celebrate it?
Move, fool. I'm trying to save the world here.
I don't get what she's saying. I honestly celebrate the death of those people. It's really confusing for me. There's probably a meaning behind it. I'm probably just an idiot not getting it, but
Get out of the way, moron.
it's really confusing for me. Okay, so now we have a count. Celebrate the lives of 343 firefighters, 60 peace officers, 8 paramedics who bravely disregarded their own lives and futures selflessly in effort to save others. Yeah, I've read some documentaries. They had people literally rushing in to. I wish I could toggle PM right now. September 11th, 2001 is the day that molded America into what it is today. It has ignited the soul of a strong and a caring nation.
Hey, did you not see me?
Pretty impressive. I love that speech. I love that
Watch
speech.
it. Get off of me.
Even though I don't understand the celebration part, but I guess there's a meaning behind it. If you could explain the meaning to me in the comments, I would appreciate it. As we all stand here over a decade later, it's important that we continue to honor those who lost their lives and ensure that we never forget. Never forget 9/11. That's how it goes, man. Even though I basically have no relation to 9/11, it happened so young in my life that I physically have no memory of it. I talked to my parents and it related to them because they were terrified. And we live in most eastern northern Europe you can get. Like you can get like one country above us, but that's basically it. You can't get too much above us. Right? You can't get too much eastern from us. That's basically it. And still it affected us. We're pretty much as far away from America as we can get and it still affected us. This just goes to show how much it affected people. Right. Terrorism, regardless of where, regardless of color and nation, regardless of language and religion, is evil. My heart and prayers go to the souls claimed by terrorism. I condemned terrorism. May we never see likes of such horrors in our world. Thank you for listening. God bless. That was amazing.
You almost stepped on my Edgars.
Thank you kindly. Oh, this is Nick Apps. This is the CEO, not the CEO, the main chief of Federal Fire Department.
Hey!
Thank you for thank you for jailing people actually. Wow, that was amazing.
Hey, your sister wanted more foreplay.
To continue this memorial, please welcome Deputy Chief
There
of
you go.
Police Jackson. Wait. Ah, Deputy Chief of Police. Okay. I was like, did they fire Michael Houston? No, this is just the Deputy Chief.
Off, mangy
Why
dog.
isn't Michael Houston speaking? He's the Chief of Police. He should be at the top, right? Oh, whatever.
Get away, fly scum.
What's my current FPS? Pretty much 90. I'm pretty sure. I think there's a command to do it. FPS show. Oh my god, don't take pictures of me.
Bitch.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 90. Or at least 60.
Bro, piece of shit.
It's because I toggled Nicks. Nicks are,
Don't touch my
as you can see, toggled
clothes,
Nicks. They can cause a FPS drain. I think this is running about 20 now. And this is now 60. So if you're having an FPS issue, you can toggle name tags off and it will work better for you.
bastard.
Right. So,
Watch it.
another thing about how
Hey, yeah.
these events have well, basically affected the world. Muslim racism against Muslim people in general. Basically, anyone Muslim was then seen as a terrorist, and that's where the stereotype basically began, as Muslims being terrorists.
Feeling a little
And that's just
Joey?
you know, it's never good to stereotype people based on something they were born with. It's just,
Who's this
well,
for?
first of all, it's stupid. There's no merit in that. It's like, it's stupid. It's
Excuse me.
literally stupid, and it's unfair to people, to honest people, people like you and me, people like your family, people like your friends. They're the same kind of people. There's no different kind of people. The change in their skin color doesn't make them less kind of people, doesn't make them different kind of people. They're the same people like everybody else. And
Excuse me.
until now, racism against Muslims still prevails, and it's disgusting.
I forgot what I was
Feminism. Feminism doesn't even touch on Muslim women who are being, well, completely disregarded as individuals.
What are you,
The
blind?
the sexism in certain Arabic countries. I heard it's illegal for women to drive a car. It's ridiculous. Women are forced to marry there to certain people. Yet feminism, I mean, most of the feminists, some feminists touch on the right things, but people who claim to be feminists, who are not actually, who are just
What the?
extremists, posing as feminists for attention, they claim that women in United States, they're not free and that they should have more rights than men. For example, they claim that women should be able to hit men, physically assault men, but men should not be able to hit back, or that
Watch where you
certain percentage of women should be automatically in a certain position compared to men, which is just weird. Like, I don't know, man. It ends up having some men getting fired or some women picked over men just because of the gender, and that creates sexism. It creates sexism, and that's not good. I'm not hearing any maybe I need to be closer. I didn't hear anything.
Watch it, pighead.
Is he shouting? Oh yeah, he's shouting. The victims, the first responders, in fact the entire world has absolutely unprepared for what happened on that day. Okay, so I missed some. If you could lower your voices so I could scream. Why is he not using a megaphone? He's the chief of police. Surely he has the ability to do it. The events that occurred changed our lives entirely. To be honest, I was 3 years old when it happened. It didn't change my life. It just didn't.
getting a little gonzo,
It changed
bud?
everyone's life of, well, did it? Like, I was 3, I don't remember that happening. So it didn't affect me because it's not an event I remember happening. But it should, because
on your knees
it's
right
something like, it did affect my life. What am I saying? It did affect my life because I am researching about it. There's this event that's helping people remember and keep this in mind. That it did affect about it me in the end. It just not directly, just through other people who were able to retell the event for me. The war in Afghanistan, the continuous terror that our friends overseas and are experiencing at the moment. Will they go back, or are they still in Afghanistan? All of us need to work together to stop this, and together we will prevail. Harambe. Fucking haram. Please, please, someone fucking ban that motherfucker. There's no other way to put it.
Hey, watch it, boy. It's G Street.
I'm gonna report him for trolling. Wow, look at that family name.
Pardon me.
All these people getting timed out. I think it's because it's really hard to see. He should use a megaphone because it's really hard to see his speech in comparison to all the people, to all the other people.
Hey, look where you're going, prick.
Thank you and God bless the United States and all of its allies. Oh, is he standing in front? I can't tell. Okay, he got kicked. Oh my god, look at this. I can still see administrators
Beat it.
and people who have walked in from outside my render zone. So if I talk next again, talk next, flip flop. There you go. Now I don't see him again, but I still see the administrator. This is a good. Wait.
What the?
This is the screenshot I was looking for. This is going to be the thumbnail. People standing in line, perhaps remembering.
Hey, man, you
Emmy's as
messing
well.
me up or something?
Emmy experienced that event. I mean, in character wise, she experienced that event. And that touched her. In a way that makes her respect the police. Yeah, Emmy does respect the police. Emmy has always respected the police. She does commit crimes, but because she has no choice. She tries to not kill the police. Command, more. As we continue, remember this evening, please welcome Deputy Warden Galen Hawkins. People are getting kicked for trolling, jailed for trolling. I do appreciate this. I do appreciate this a lot. Right, I'm going to mourn again. There you go. I'm going to take a screenshot so I remember where it was. See, even my little brother remembers that. Everyone's getting timed out constantly because they just can't handle all the people on screen. If this was an MTA, everyone would just be timed out. There's no way that MTA would be able to handle this many people at one point. This is why I like Samp. Everyone's been telling me to go back on Owl Gaming. You know what? I'll go back on Owl Gaming. I'll see how it is, and I'll point exactly why I don't go back to Owl Gaming. This is not the time to talk about it. I really hope I'm not wanted. I really hope I'm not wanted. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for attending this memorial. Ah, my goodness. Oh my god, turn your phones off.
You bully.
Turn your phones off. Disrespectful.
I can't believe
Wow, he whispered that to me at that distance. Through a cop. Legit. Right.
Come on, move.
Once again, it appears this microphone is able to work along with us, so just like Deputy Chief, I shall use my voice.
Hey, man, watch it. Ouch! Look out. You bully, you beast, you swine.
15 years ago, this nation stood still at the events that happened in New York City and Washington DC. It's true. They stood still all over the world. The whole world stood still and I know that from the stories. All the stories line up perfectly. Usually, when you have major events, the stories that have, all these kinds of different entailings and kind of like that, but from the people who have experienced the event, they all line up with the stories. Everyone stood still. It was the day we woke up to a new reality, a reality we face to this day. Our way of life was threatened, is threatened. I think there's a better way to put it.
I'm a lady.
People were coming back from this state of war for 50 years in America. Then they were relaxed because the war was over, finally. People were relaxed, and all of a sudden, a terror attack on one of the most major cities.
I can't believe how much a bitch
It was the day we lost neighborhoods. We lost friends, fathers, sons, husbands and wives. It almost makes me cry, man. This is surreal. Why was there an explosion? Was that a salute? I mean, like a firework. Salute is in Russian. Oh, man. You seriously gonna whisper to me right now? Fuck you, man. Why do I feel like so... I just feel like this event is very important to just the people who might be watching this video, because I looked at my demographic and most of you are like, not most of you, the second most of you, like most of you are between 13 and 18, but the second most of you, which are really close together, are between 18 and 35. And as long if you didn't like up your age to get allowed on YouTube, that means you have probably experienced 9/11, because it didn't happen that long ago, like I said. So a lot of people walking around today, they have experienced 9/11, and they have some sort of relevance to 9/11, and I need to respect that. I need to respect the fact that, and I need to understand the people who have lost their loved ones and who are related to 9/11, who have found 9/11 to be a traumatic event. This nation has lost a lot on that day, but what we have lost is what we have not lost is our unity. Yeah. Today we remember those who gave all, those who lost their lives in a cowardly act against this nation. So those who gave all, and different people who lost their lives in a cowardly act against this nation. So the terrorists. Yeah. Today we remember those who run towards the sound of chaos, towards the sound of others needing help. Yes. I'm going to kill that person who has the phone out. Jesus. For these people, I ask all of you, all of us, let them never leave our minds or memory, so that we may say we might have suffered, but we got stronger because of it. Beautiful. Just beautiful.
Next time harder.
Thank you all. God bless. Fantastic speech, Galen Calkins. Fantastic speech. I really don't have anything else to say. This is fantastic.
You just messed up my highlights. Classy.
Come on.
Again, this goes to show, like I don't have any traumatic experiences with this event, because like I said, I don't have any relatives who were in New York at that time, who were in those towers. No relatives. I'm in Eastern Europe, so I can't relate at all to the people who have experienced traumatic events. I don't have any relatives who went to Afghanistan or on the war on terror. I have nothing like that. Wow, Jesse Styles. Pick up the phone now. I love that.
So sorry.
This is, because it relates to real life. There's no messing around here. Admins are not messing around. Usually admins give a lot of leeway to people on LSRP. despite it trying to have the high standards of roleplay, we're giving a lot of leeway to people. And here we are.
I'm close to the edge, man.
Here we are at this event. Not getting not giving any bullshit to the trolls trying to mess with us. There's no
Oh, don't mind me.
there's no messing around here. We got to respect these people because they died in real life. Because this relates to innocent people who have died in real life. This relates to an event that shook up the whole world, that changed everything in the world from what I know. And this is how I have to remember that event. This is how I want to remember it for the people who were victims of this event. This is a traumatic event, and if something happens to me,
Don't lean on me. I lean on you.
I want other people to respect that the event was tragic.
Don't bum
And
me
that is
again,
why
Michael.
I'm respecting this event. And this is why I understand that the world,
Get off, Dick.
as it's so, we all are living in one world. And would you shut the fucking phone off? Thank you.
Hey, watch it.
This game does not have voice comms, so I don't know why I shouted that, but apparently it worked. Right. I honestly don't know what to say. I just hope I have enough memory in my computer to record all of this. If I don't, that's gonna be really problematic. I don't even think I'm gonna edit this
Watch
video.
where you're going.
I'm sorry this isn't like a happy, joyful video. I just don't think that would be
Mess
appropriate
with me.
for especially this day. This is not a celebrate. I don't know. This I wouldn't call this a celebration personally, and I don't think celebrating. It's more of remembering, and I guess it's kind of a celebration in terms of we must make most of our lives for the people that fought for us.
Careful there.
This relates to me actually. This relates to me a lot because they always talk to us about World War II and the people who fought against the Nazis. My great-grandparent fought against the Nazis. Everyone did. There was the Great Depression. My grandma likes to talk about it. My parents were born in the USSR, and they starved. They talked to me a lot about it. I can relate to that because they talked about it. It happened to my parents, so they talked about it.
Police, move.
I can relate to that. I can. Just because, you know, there was no terrorist attacks in Latvia doesn't mean I can't relate to it.
Who's this poser?
So yeah, 9/11. It's a real thing that happened. Killed a bunch of innocent people who didn't deserve it. The people behind it, they took their lives in a cowardly way to support the terrorism faction.
Can't you see I'm busy being high?
They wanted attention, they got it, and they got killed. All of them. Al-Qaeda is dead, their leader got killed, everyone got killed. Who was responsible for it? Unfortunately, we still suffer consequences of that day to this day. The air traffic is much more inconvenient.
You hit an
I mean,
heiress?
obviously there was measures taken to make it more safe, but those are not TSA,
Beat it.
has been proven. That's not TSA that's making us more safe. There have been tests done to prove that TSA doesn't actually find bombs. They just make it look make it look safe and make the nation feel like it's more safe because of it. And it is more safe, but not because of TSA, because of the things that are not seen to us, because of the intelligence agencies and stuff like that.
Hey, chill
I'm
out,
gonna
homie.
terrorize you.
Right, I missed a couple of.
Hey, watch this suit.
Right, let's read this. Michael Salgado shouts, "Tonight is an important night for our nation, for us, for you. 15 years ago, citizens,
What was that
officers,
for?
firefighters, and many others lost their lives in a tragic event in our history.
Coming through.
An event has undoubtedly left a scar. 15 years on,
Back here and pick up
we
my purse.
are still living in a world of fear, danger, and oppression.
I'm not
However, one thing has also never changed. The bravery, the love, and the passion we have for our families, our friends, and our nation.
Are you blind?
It is more important now than ever that we work together, and I say together, to unite against those who oppose us, our way of life, our right to exist, our right to be free, our left to our sorry, our right to be free, to love, and to do good with our lives.
Don't fight it, Angel.
There we go. Fear is an ultimate part of our everyday lives. We all have fears, and one fear is the threat of terrorism.
justice right there.
I feel like everyone's just calling everyone just a troll. I wonder if people are calling from jails. We must do as a nation, as people, what we must do as a nation, as people, is unite. We must continue. Yes, exactly. Don't give up. The moment we show our fear to those who wish to harm us,
Watch out. Excuse me.
is the moment they may win. I'm just gonna do this so that I don't get automatically kicked. Actually, I think I won't get kicked because I'm in animation. I do love these speeches. They're taken completely seriously by both the biggest, like the highest members of the staff teams of every official government factions and the administration team, which I appreciate. Like I said, I don't really have anything to directly relate to those. Is there a way to turn the sound off?
I got kids, you know.
I think that would be great actually. Let me turn the sound off. There we go. Now the sound is off. We won't hear any phone calls. We have respect for the dead people. The cartel of Mexico will... Wait. Fuck you, Fernando Quinn. Please someone kick this asshole. Oh my god. Fuck you, Fernando Quinn. You... Right. Those who lost their lives, we owe it to them. We owe it to the officers who died along with the firefighters who attempted to save others during that day. We owe it to their families. We owe it to ourselves. 15 years ago is not a long time. It's less than a generation, which is 20 years. People are alive from that day. People remember that day. People that walk amongst you. It affects them. It's the most terrifying and traumatizing event that has ever happened to them. We owe it to ourselves, so please, take this time as a moment for reflection, but also take this moment, take this time as a moment to remember them. Those we shall never forget. Thank you. Hold on, I gotta check this real quick. I think a cop just called Fernando a fucktard, which I approve of. Ladies and gentlemen, in memory of September the 11th, please look to the north. North. That's... Oh, oh, oh. Oh! It's gonna be that... Oh, this is the... Hold on, I need to turn the sound on again. Audio on. Okay, there we go. It's the shots. It's the shooting for those who died. The memorial shooting. I wish I didn't walk like that. Jesus. Let's move on instead.
Sorry.
There we go.
Watch out, folks.
Right, I'm going to stand here. Just I can see everything from here. There we go.
Hey, homie, I know you.
I'm going to make font size smaller.
Hey, watch out,
There you go.
sugar. Hey, ka-chow.
Is he really taking a selfie right there? This is not the time to be taking selfies, man. I wonder if any people take... Oh my god, why do people take fucking selfies right now? This is not the time to take selfies. Officers stare at the flag, is that an official command? I can't even tell. I have Nick's toggled off, because that would be blocking the shots. Okay, I think this will be the thumbnail. Can I see anything if I go like this? Nope. M1, oh, look at that. Coordinated, they practice for this. This is how much they care. M1 carbine. This was the official, the first, oh, they're gonna shoot now.
Apology?
And they're going to fire now. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. Very well coordinated. Even with some desync, that was really synced up. This was almost as synced up as it would be in real life. Oh, they're going for more. This was as coordinated as it could possibly be in SAM with its desync and possibilities.
You after something?
This was amazing.
Police, move!
I think one just elbowed another one. Oh my god.
My space.
That should have injured him. Did it? Nope, it didn't. Okay, so that must have been a desync. See what I'm talking about? There's a huge desync. And the fact that they're still, despite the desync, they're still so accurate in their shots. Like, so synchronized, you know what I mean? That's very impressive, and it shows just how much they care about this event.
Wannabe?
Because it has real-life relation. This complete in-game event, oh, it's just a game. People always talk to me, it's just a game. Well, here you go. In Latvia we don't really have a memorial we can go to experience this kind of relation or hear this kind of speech. And in just a game, here it is.
You violated my sphere.
You little prick!
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn to the speeches in turn of the stage. There we go. And thank you to LSPD Honor Guard. I think I'll have a space on this bleacher. There you go. Sit back here to get the top view. Sit. I'm sitting next to a white guy, literally. But no, this is a skin I couldn't properly install, so. Did someone really shout rest in peace Harambe? It's such a dead meme at this point. And you shouting it at the 9/11 memorial, really. A 9/11 memorial. Sometimes you shouldn't, like, people sometimes tell me I take this game too seriously. I take this game seriously because it has relations to real life. It has a lot of relations to real life, in my opinion. Any other game? GTA 5, it's not a roleplay server, I do whatever the fuck I want. This game, I want to take it seriously.
Don't touch my crowage, Dumbo.
This is why I got so insulted when, you know what, let's not go no rant here, this is not the time. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the minutes of silence. Right. Minutes of silence.
Well, excuse me.
Look where you're walking.
Thank you all. Please remain outstanding for the national anthem for the United States.
I'm sorry, am I invisible?
It's actually played.
Be careful.
Do they have a boombox that plays the national anthem of the United States?
I prefer the other kind of.
There it is.
You know who I am? Hey, what are you doing?
Ah, come on!
Great anthem. There we go. Okay. Oh, look at this, a helicopter. A couple of helicopters. Is this like the... Oh, this is instead of the jets, they have helicopters like that. I wouldn't risk it with the jets if I was the administrator on the server either. Oh! Maybe they will do it with the jets. Because they're having different helicopters. Maybe it's the time for the jets. There was a command to look up. Thank you to the Air Operations Division of the Los Santos Fire Department and the Los Santos Police Department. Great.
What's your problem?
To close tonight's memorial, a final speech from myself.
You don't wanna push
So how long
me
was the
again.
speech? Let me just check the time. Oh, it was 1 hour. Looks like they planned everything for
Watch
1
where
hour.
you're going. Hey, careful.
For all of us, for all time, the words 9/11 will evoke our soul, where our memories of a moment in history change the world as we knew it forever. I can't say it didn't. I said it earlier, but it did in the end. If I think about it, it did change my life as well because of... Oh, everyone's getting timed out. What's happening? Uh, um, um, I really didn't like that everyone's getting timed out. Why is everyone getting timed out? Jesus. Did they just spawn something that's like...
Get out of my way.
that's weird. A lot of people are getting timed out. Oh.
Hey, beat it!
Therefore, it is truthfully fitting that every year on this day, September 11th, we join together to honor the memory of the near 3,000 individuals who died that day. Are there gonna be jets? That would be amazing if there were jets right now, which they have on like memorials and stuff like that. That would be just amazing.
Hey, be careful.
The way I do it, I'll place a couple. Maybe I'd ask my administrative friends to go in the jet with me, or maybe
Fella?
it is also fitting that we observe
Watch out.
a minute silence every year, a tribute to those lives cut shortly. Why are they opening their cafe right now? There's a memorial going on. No one's gonna go to your cafe.
Pushed it too far.
Move it, chump.
A symbol to the empty spaces left behind in the hearts of the living.
Mess.
To fill. We must fill the empty spaces in the hearts of the living. By living, we must make the most of our lives, because some people, they didn't get that luxury. They didn't get the luxury. They had plans for the weekend. Yeah, they had all kinds of stuff planned for next years. They had plans for their families. They were not ready to die, and their families suffered because of
You
it.
bully, you beat, you swine.
And this is why we must always think, what happens if we die tomorrow? We gotta make the most of the day today. This is very motivational and inspiring, and it's real. It's as real as you can get. It's a thing that happened. We saw hundreds of firefighters running into giant towers, capped in smoke and flames, and we watched. On September 11th, the most ordinary people chose the duty in the face of death. There were some people who were not qualified firefighters who were saving people. And some of those people died. Some of those people straight up died. They risked their lives and they ended up dying when they were not even signed up for the job. They were not signed up for the job of risking their lives to save other people. They did it anyway. As those towers came down, the loyalty to friends overwhelmed all sense of danger. As the first responders of New York,
Terribly sorry.
maybe you should move it like this. There you go. Searched tireless for their own. The loss of 343 firefighters and 71 law enforcement officers is more than any department.
Keep those microbes off me.
Could ever handle. But we remember the sacrifice enabled great numbers to be saved on this day, 15 years ago. It could have been way more people, it could have been thousands of more people, but
What the hell?
thousands of people were saved that day because of law enforcement and emergency. And heroes, civilians who were playing heroes, who risked their lives to save their loved ones and their friends and their co-workers. In a city like ours, which may seem impersonal, faceless, and lonely, we demonstrate the powerful solidarity.
Man can't even take a stroll.
Makes me think, man.
Don't fight it, Angel.
Makes me think.
What are you, blind?
I like roleplay a lot, but am I like using all that time properly? Born from mutual support, love, and self-sacrifice. No one on that morning thought about race, nationality, neighborhood.
Move it.
Religion or policies. Policies? It was about unity and brotherhood. It was about brothers and sisters.
Watch who you're bumping.
15 years on since 19 hateful minds conspired to ruin America.
You're no
We stand
gentleman.
tall and we stand proud.
You hit an heiress?
Guided by good and true values, we will only grow stronger and work to improve the lives of all.
Cazzone!
My head hurts.
Hey, you getting fresh
I
with
should
me, bro?
turn the game off, but I gotta finish the event. Like my head genuinely hurts. I don't think I'm going to edit
What's
this.
up, then, bitch?
Generations from now, we will build towers that will reach towards heavens. And we will wear our uniforms and give meaning to the words written 2 centuries ago.
Well,
Land of the
excuse
free,
me.
home of the brave. I'm gonna turn my phone off before it rings.
Beat it.
May God bless Los Santos and the people who work tirelessly to keep it safe. May God bless the United States of America.
Okay, it comes to this, huh?
Hey, I felt that.
Two girls just kissed in the bottom right of the corner of the screen. Who are they? Katie Mendoza. Katie Mendoza and Charlotte Houston. Thank you all. Attendance means a lot to us. Right.
Oh, don't mind me.
I think I'm going to go to bed right now because my head hurts. Enjoy your Sunday evening. Thank you again and good night, Los Santos. Right.
Get out the way.
I'm gonna walk out. My head like genuinely hurts. I don't think I can record much longer just because I don't have much memory left. I am not going to edit this video, it's going to take forever to render and I want to get it out as soon as possible.
Listen, I'm a healer, not a fighter.
Watch it. I'm not wearing deodorant.
I'm just thinking about it like,
You wanna fight?
just just thinking all about it. Who just ran up to me? It's someone else, okay. I think I'm gonna walk all the way. There's not much else to do right now. This was a great memorial. I think the staff team and the members of the police and all these common factions have done a fantastic job. Especially the aerial, that was fantastic, and uh, the shots, the M1 carbine shots, they were the most synchronized thing I've ever seen in San Andreas multiplayer ever. This was the most synchronized thing I've ever seen, and I don't think it could have gone more synchronized than that. I'm just going to walk all the way down. I don't feel like running right now. I think I gotta rethink like what does roleplay mean to me and how I roleplay and stuff like that, and what I roleplay for. I think I'll start representing real life issues more in my roleplay. I think this is something that needs to you know, I think I need to contribute to the world as well. Like I do these donation things, but I don't think that's enough. I think I could be doing more. Thank you for watching.
Hey, watch where you're
Stay
going.
awesome.